everybody, one of Wiisdom here. It is Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, 1:36 a.m. I was gonna get started on this earlier, but the idiot neighbors behind me have left their dog outside for some reason. Guess, they just fell asleep. It's not like it barks every morning and all day and through the day and now into the night, so it's gonna be a fantastic night for me. That said, I've given up waiting on them. It's, again, 1:30 in the morning, so the odds of them realizing that or getting their lazy butts out of bed to open the back door and let their dog back in their house are slim to none. So I will either be calling the sheriff here after this video or just staying up playing games. But what I want to do here, we've come in, we've done our fire and life combination, right? We made the life bowslinger Robin Hood. We made the fire bowslinger yet to be named Scarecrow guy. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check him out. Same with Robin Hood. I think a lot of people missed that video. Again, it doesn't help with YouTube not sending out notifications. But what I want to do here, so obviously we've started out, we've done air and earth, fire and life, and I do have plans for magic, but you sit there and you think, okay, so what combinations make sense to me? And I want to make a standalone video on this. I've hit on it before. But if you had one of each crystal, per element, air, earth, fire, life, magic, etc., and you could only make one of those crystals, all 10 of them, you could only make one Imaginator, right? You basically needed to use all 10 elements, and you needed to use all 10 battle classes. What would you do and why is kind of the ultimate question here. And as I sit through the list, sifting through it, thinking what would be the neatest combination, with Earth, I'm honestly drawn to Brawlers, which we've already created, because we've got Terrafin, one of my personal favorites, all the way dating back to the good old days of SSA. And then I come in and I'm thinking, okay, Earth, Smasher, right? And it's like, wait, you've got Tri-Tip, so you could do it. It would be a little redundant. We do need to check out the Smashers. Sorcerer, I could possibly see. Sentinel almost makes more sense than Sorcerer, but then you think about it and it's like, oh, we've got Barbella. And so you can kind of see where I'm going here. It's almost like when they created the game, they went through the same hierarchy, whether they had character concepts in mind or it's like what makes sense, magic sorcerer, for example, what doesn't make sense, sort of a deal. And ultimately, I do have my preferences there. Swashbuckler, not so much. Quick shot, you could kind of justify from a strange perspective. It wouldn't, like if you were shooting pebbles and stones and things along those lines. Ninja, I don't really associate with the earth element. Knight kind of crosses over into everything in my mind. Bowslinger, not so much. Bazooker. Now, when I say Bazooker, most people are going to think fire element, right? And of course, if you go back in previous games, we've got Kaboom. You've got Zook from the life element. But just something people would associate with Bazooker if you're like, okay, Bazooker. It's going to be like, ooh, fire? It's probably going to be most people's. If I said you have unlimited crystals, you're going to make a bazooka, what element would you assign to it? Most people, it's going to be fire. If you think about it, maybe if you're into guns or, airsoft or paintball, you might be like, ooh, air, type of a thing. Maybe tech for a bazooka. Possibly water if you're from like the Super Soaker era. But Earth is an interesting selection to me, and I think that's what we're gonna do here. Just because, again, I've got 2 fire crystals, I'm kind of thinking we're gonna go a different route with the second one. And the Scarecrow guy really does grow on you, so I'm thinking we may keep him as a bowslinger. But yeah, if I just had to come down the list, my first reaction for Bazooker is fire. Second would be air, again, possibly tech, possibly water, probably in that order. I don't really see light or dark at all. I don't associate undead with it. Magic doesn't really make sense to me. Life, not so much. Earth is kind of that wild card. You're like, air, yes. Fire, yes. And tech, maybe. And then it's kind of like light, dark, life, magic, no. But then Earth, it's kind of like, oh, what about that? And so my logic here is essentially what I'm picturing in my head is like Sergeant Rock, like a Rocky Roll Crusher type of a hybrid guy, sort of like a boulder guy, sort of a thing from Super Mario Galaxy. I'm picturing sort of like a utilitarian, boulder soldier that's heavy duty and sports a bazooka as his main weapon. That's kind of the images flowing through my head. Now, keep in mind, I have never made a Bazooker Imaginator, so I have no idea what their powers are. And of course, we've already covered Earth in detail. But I think that's what we're going to do. If we wind up hating it, I can always reset it. And again, I do kind of think Smasher, Sorcerer, Sentinel are all pretty good choices for Earth elements. Brawler I absolutely love. But Bazooker's kind of that wild card. I don't know if it's something a lot of people would select. And if I can create the Imaginator in my head in the game, I think it's going to be fantastic. I don't know if I can do that, but we're going to find out right now.
Welcome to the Creation Crystal Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class.
Alright, so Smasher, once again, I would absolutely love to do, but we've got Tri-Tip, which doesn't really matter with an Imaginator, but, I'm just saying, it's there. Bowslinger, I don't see at all with the Earth elements. Swashbuckler, in my opinion, does not fit Earth. Sentinel, absolutely, but again, we've got Barbella. Brawler, oh yes, 100%. We've created one. I love Terrafin. Keep in mind, when I was doing the air and the earth research, I was thinking we wouldn't select custom items yet. We just kind of go default with what's available. So that guy, we will probably change his aesthetic, although it's kind of a cool look we came up with. Sorcerer, I could actually see, maybe not as much as like Smasher, Sentinel, Brawler, but I think it's a decent selection. It makes sense to me anyway. Quick Shot, that's one of those fringe ones. It's not like a definitive no, but it's definitely not like a super excited thing. Bazooker, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think we can eventually make something that'll look cool and sort of pull off what I'm going for. Ninja, I don't associate in the slightest with Earth elements. Knight, to me, again, it crosses over everything. It would be a safe pick anywhere. I've got plans for a Knight, and Earth would not be my first choice. I'll just say that. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to do Bazooker. And
Imaginators use enormously powerful weapons to cause massive destruction.
the main thing, the Earth elemental powers are insane.
Choosing
So
a battle class is a final decision.
it is, unless you have a 3DS, which I do. But let's go ahead and just do it, man.
A new bazooka is born.
I knew that's
Bring your imagination to life.
That's pretty hilarious, I've got to say, a new bazooka. Okay, so there we are. We've got Starman, and we could totally run with that, but frankly, I don't have the time tonight to go get him a bunch of cash, get him to level 5, and make that video. So this is what we're going to roll with. So, where is my files here? Let's come in. Okay, I want to do level 1 right here. Alright, so now we'll put it in this column. Level 1, we're going to title this Earth Bazooker Base Stats. Alright, so we're going to have health, which we can't see here, which again, why? Why is that not here? We're going to have attack, we're going to have armor, My apologies for not filling this out ahead of time, but hey, there's a barking dog next door. And luck. So luck is 8. That's respectable. Speed is anemic. Then again, if you're running around with a bazooka, it sort of makes sense that you wouldn't be the most agile thing in the world. Armor is 6. I was hoping for a little bit of an initial boost there, but hey, I'll take it. The attack is 12. So I'm looking at the Bowslinger base stats here. Again, I don't have access to health right now, but Bowslinger, 8 on the attack. It's +4 here for a bazooker. Armor is dead even between a Bowslinger and a bazooker. Given that they're both ranged, that might be something they share in common. The Bowslinger has speed on his side at 8. The bazooker, -6 there, sitting at 2. And then luck, dead even at 8. So, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's try to see what we can do custom-wise, right? So, now here's the thing, right? This is sort of like my guy, the one we use for the air and the earth brawlers, when I thought we were going to have to test every single combination. There are some pretty cool earth ones.
Greetings and salutations.
That is not a good voice for that look. But that is certainly a possibility. Let's come down. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything that I like better than that.
Greeting sequence initiated.
You know, the problem with that is that would be like more tech than earth. You know, at least in my opinion.
Lovely.
I thought there was like a couple other more like stone golem types, right? Are there not? Wait, who is that? Troll. Alright.
Dude, ready when you.
Hey.
Oh, hey, that's like a... it's almost like a miniature bash type of thing.
It's a pleasure.
What's
Oh. Rhino would be interesting. Although, would a rhino carry a bazooka? I don't think so. A rhino would be more like a brawler.
What's up?
How is this possible?
Who summons me?
Alright, so we've got that. Now, where the frick is the construction bot at? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, miner head. I don't really like the look of it, but I love the concept of it. So I think the most traditional Earth selections are going to be the miner head and Rocky down there. And it's ultimately... Actually, this guy.
Hello.
Okay. This guy... Why can't they just be next together? I mean, really? So, where's Rocky? He's down here.
Greetings and
Okay, so here's the debate right now. My little head, the gears are spinning. And I'm thinking... Rocky is an option. I'm thinking Rock Helmet Head. This is the one I was looking for earlier. Is an option. And then I'm thinking Miner Head is an option. I hate this color scheme that they have selected by default. I'm kind of thinking Rocky might be the brawler. You know, if we reimagine our brawler from the humanoid head to straight up Skylanders classics, you know? So let's just select this for now. And I really want to get a different color scheme here. So let's do that immediately. That, I can't stand it. Mudslide, not a good look for him. Midas Touch, no. Not a fan. I think the dog is pushing the wagon around. Fantastic. Rocky Mountain. Ooh, that's good. No, I hate that. No. Original color is not bad, really. So, Midas Touch. Black Licorice, no. Gray Matter. We might be filtering through these, so bear with me. There's going to be a lot of options, I'm afraid, but I want to get to these classics over here. So... we also could just full-on customize this. That Stealth Elf is not a bad look for him, really. Darklight Crypt is a decent look. Pirate Seas, no. Empire of Ice is sort of cool. Archean Armory works well. Molken Mine. Maybe... Stone Town. How's that Stone Town? That looks terrible. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna default Molken Mine here. Okay, and we'll go with green for now. We very well may customize this. I do kind of want to cycle through and see the miner head in this color scheme.
Here.
Wait, what does that look like?
Who summons me?
Terrible.
Stop!
What? That's so weird. That doesn't really look like a miner to me. That looks like a scuba diver. And I'm also about to sneeze really bad. See. Called it. Let's see what Rocky looks like. Any different color too.
Greetings and
Oh, terrible. He definitely needs to be a green or a grayscale. Okay. Eyes, do we have anything? What would a bazooker have?
Perfect!
Not human.
Right on!
Let's do monster. Ears, not so sure about that. Huh. These are some strange looks for sure. They're just so out there. There's not much that I would consider to be subtle. You know what I'm saying? Conbot. Why don't we have any of that stuff? We should, from the previous Earth crystals. Man, this is all just like super nuts here. You know what? I'm just going to assume that his ears are inside the helmet. And that's going to make things easier for us. Alright, now what do we want to do? It's going to be a tough call. Let's start at the bottom here and just work our way up, right? Bird guard, interesting. It's the best we've seen so far. Oh man. Pilot's chest, we could flintify this thing, you know. I've always wanted to make the turtle. You know, if we don't like the looks of this, we could do... I was always going to have the turtle be life element, though. I guess it would work in Earth. Deep sea chest looks like it would work great with the miner's head. Interestingly enough. Man, I tell you. So much time will be invested in this. Alright. Commando torso. Interesting selection. I'm still a fan of Cybug. It just doesn't really fit here. Okay, so... I don't know that we have anything that I think would be... Digger. Just doesn't really work with that. Man. Yeah. This is, this may change things. Our inability to have a decent chest here. Which is very unfortunate, I must say. None of these look good, really. I mean, the equestrian... We could just do Conbot, but it's not really what I wanted. You know, I had something specific in mind. The head I'm fine with. What we have to pair with it, not so much. Unfortunately. That looks terrible. Man, this is rough right here. Maybe we should do the turtle. I don't know, man. It would certainly be an option, I guess. Because right now, I'll be honest. The pilot's chest or the Flynn chest is pretty much the best thing I've seen. Oh boy. This is not good. So, you know what? For now, let's just rock with that. Just work with me here. We're gonna have to see what we can do with arms and legs. We'll start again at the bottom for better or for worse. So the drill arms, yeah, I sort of wanted a more muscular look. The bouncer arms kind of work. It's almost easier just to look at the previews, but then you don't know what it really looks like if you stick to that. So, oh man, surely there's something earth or rock based, right? I mean, there would almost have to be. Alright. Conbot again remains like an interesting earth tech option. Granted, I realize we unlocked it through the earth creation crystal, but... Dadgum. There's just... Oh, geez, There's really nothing doing with this one, man. That's unfortunate. There's nothing turtle? Commando... Commando might be the best fit, really. There's nothing specific to Flynn here either, right? I don't think there is, which is unfortunate. So, obviously, we can unlock some cool stuff, which we really need to do, apparently. But, drill arms, I'm fine with the finish look at the fingertips and the wrist area. It's just a little more spindly in the elbow and the bicep-tricep region, in my opinion. This works pretty decently, but I'm almost thinking... Where was it? Should we go commando here? Maybe we will. So now we've got to check the legs and see if there's anything we can work with here. There very well may not be. There seems to be a lot of stuff we just don't have pieced together yet. And that's really kind of killing the flow here. And again, this guy will probably be subject to change. You know, if you follow my drift here as we unlock better parts. It's a terrible... And this color scheme definitely, I think, needs to be customized. There's the Conbot again. I mean, that would definitely work. Just one of those things, you know, you kind of have to work with it. So we've got stone legs. Do we really not have stone arms? I mean, like, have we just not unlocked them or something? I don't know. But it's extremely frustrating. Oh, jeez. Kind of just trying to piece it together part by part. And... oh, wow. Yeah. So we don't have anything commando, really. Which, that totally taking on a different meaning here. With the legs, but... like, there's no, like, army pants, military style stuff, right? Oh, boy. It's like I'm getting lots of options, but none of it just heavy duty. That's like commando style. You know what I'm saying? Like it's camo. Huh. Okay. Let's just go ahead and select that. I think with what we have to work with, that's going to be our best bet. I honestly do. That or a Conbot. We do have these stone legs, but we don't have stone arms. Do we? I mean, I didn't see... wait. We do. Magma. They're called magma. Huh. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go back to chest. We're on Flynn. I want to go commando here. Kind of see... where is that? I thought it was the third column. Is it just up really high? There it is. This is not at all what I was going for. And I wish that the arms, even though they are sort of like the commando arms, I wish they didn't have the look of a tree trunk. But I think with what we have to work with, I think this might be the way to go about it. Do we want a tail on this guy? Probably not. Ugh. Nope, tails are a delicate thing in my opinion. Okay, so, now there could be some really cool stuff here, but we can't use any of it yet. Yet being the key word because it adds attributes to us we don't want to deal with. So, we will get to that eventually. I think he would be maybe not the tallest thing in the world, but let's go there. A very strong upper body, very muscular. Yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. It looks like he can handle the bazooka now. Color scheme's gonna need a lot of work. I'm sorry. How do they think that goes together? Like, we've got like a undead camo with a fire head. This, wow. Empire of Ice ain't a bad look. I feel like that's more water, you know, than earth, rightfully so. Oh man. Custom? Do we just want to fully customize this? I'm thinking we will, but let's, to be safe, go through everything here. So, gray matter might work. I hate that the helmet's so bright. Black licorice is just too black. Yeah. No. Rocky Mountain. That's not bad. No. Original colors, that's too lifey. Okay, so here's what we've got. We got Rocky Mountain as a contender. And pretty much everything else sucks outside of gray matter. So we've got two that are presentable. But I'm thinking that we're going to customize it all. So, here we go. Custom colors. Kind of like to do this part by part. I'm thinking. Let's do that. So, head. Let's go to custom. Just do this the right way. Alright, so that is not cool at all. That's going to be the accents in the helmet and the face. It's a shame there's not a color between these two. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is the best option right now. Their dog is outside barking. I will not be able to sleep tonight because I have terrible neighbors. Oh, man. Alright. That unnerves me like you would not believe. Let's roll with that. And then, would the helmet look good darker? It does. I think that's pretty cool. Any funky colors that would look neat with it? No, they're gonna be too bold. So, let's rock with that. And man, I wish that thing would shut up. Alright. I kind of like the green eyes. I think we're going to keep that. Chest. Ugh. Let's get over here. Just do custom. Get it done with. Alright, so. Terrible color. What are we changing here? Not much. Not much at all. Is there anything up front? No. Okay. I tell you what. Let's put white there and just come down and get rid of this blue stuff. It's what's kind of killing the vibe, you know? Alright. I'm thinking we'll do the lighter gray there. Now the light blue, maybe we'll make that a dark gray. How about that? Can't really see it too well, but it's like the flaps there. So, let's see what the dark gray would do. I think I'm good with that. And then this terrible color here. Ugh. What do we want to do? The light gray, perhaps? I think the medium. That's probably the way to do it. So, arms now. We want to customize this immediately. So, we got a lot going on here, too. Let's start with the top one. Okay, so this is going to be hands. We want it to be the light gray, right? No, that gray. Yes, this gray here. And then sort of the golden color. Yeah, if we could tweak this around. Ooh, tough call. Very tough call. Okay, if we go dark, we match the helmets, which is cool. This would be skin tone, which honestly looks good, even though it's clearly a sleeved shirt. That, to me, I think is like too white. White, too white. Just right. Alright, not the most creative thing, but it works. So, this color here, let's try the dark gray. Oh yeah, that's a good look. Okay, we're gonna back out of here, and legs. Ugh, that's like tiger pants or something, right? So, just by choice, we're gonna come in. The light color there is not terrible. Definitely not dark. Let's go medium just for now, and then the darker blue accent color. What are we even changing here? I'm totally not seeing... Is it the boots? I think it's the boots we're playing with. It just doesn't show up well, maybe? So, let's go dark. And then the bottom color, which will again be the accents here, we want to do the dark gray. Oh yeah. Yeah. That suits the bill. I'm so glad there's a full custom feature, because this looks so much better than it did at the beginning. So basically, we've got the rock helmet head, can't remember what they called it, and then we went commando chest, basically the commando arms, and then heavy duty legs, which they're camouflage, so I think they work pretty well here in this situation. But I think we did it. I think we created something that I'm currently content with. And that says a lot. So, let's come in. Aura, I don't really think we're going to apply one here. Oh, he does look good, though, now that we got that position. No. I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan. I think with certain characters it would be really cool. But for the most of what I create, I just kind of like them as is, you know? So what we want to do now is... Where is voice? Body? Where is it? Wait. Aha! That's what we were doing wrong. So personality, we want to go with a voice here.
On the boom.
Okay.
I dig the boom. Cower before forecast.
Okay. So it's kind of air and then earth.
Rock on. Fired up. Something's burnt. Fire. Rock. I dig. Rock on the boom.
That kind of works.
Rock. Rock.
Okay. Let's see here. Just trying to find something.
Rock on. Rock and roll. Rock on. Rock on. Rock on.
Okay.
Rock on. Rock on. The earth. I dig the earth.
Oh. You know, that would work well for an Undertaker type character, though. But it also kind of works with him with the voice they've assigned it. Let's see if we can find anything else.
This one. You. Don't.
Oh, man. I am one with the earth kind of works, too. Let's see here.
Something. I dig the earth.
I think we'll roll with that for now. Drill Sergeant's probably going to be the best choice for him.
I dig the earth.
That could work.
I dig.
I
I dig.
I dig.
I dig. I dig the earth. I dig.
I
I dig the earth.
Ooh, a soldier's a good choice too.
I dig.
I
I dig the earth.
Uh-huh.
I dig. I dig.
I dig.
I dig the earth.
I dig the earth. I dig the earth. I dig. I dig the earth.
Ooh, we need to get that.
I dig the earth.
Let's see here.
I dig.
I dig the earth.
Okay, big versus
I dig.
I dig.
I dig.
canyon.
I
Does canyon work here?
Dig the earth.
I think big sounds better though.
I dig.
I want to like canyon.
the earth.
Yeah, I think that's good. Cool. Alright, music and effects, we don't want anything, but I love seeing this. It's pretty interesting. The bowslingers have a really, when I was messing around with Robin Hood in here, they've got a pretty hilarious set of effects there. Nothing. Nothing's fine. Okay, so name. I'm kind of thinking Sergeant Rock. I don't know. We won't pin it down just yet, but I do like our aesthetics here, I think. Now, did I seriously pick a white? Or did we just not change that? We may have not changed that. So, chest. Aha, we didn't. Okay, there is a white up here. I think I said we'd come back to it. You know what? Ooh. Okay. What would work best? It's mainly the straps and the buckles and that undershirt type of a thing. I think that's the ticket right there. Sweet. What do you think? I think he's looking pretty good. Especially if we get like an Earth-themed bazooka. Let's see if we actually have one. I can't equip it because it'll be way... Ooh. I've not looked at any of these. Oh, hey. That could work. Huh. It's a shame you can't preview these, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see them there, but they don't show them... Oh, the Donut Zuka. No way. Huh. I think all these would look pretty good, but we can't really change it because we have to keep it default. I think we've got him. I think we have on the fly created our Earth Bazooker, which I'm leaning towards Sergeant Rock. If you've got any ideas or if you think that's fantastic or terrible, feel free to let me know. But what we want to go ahead and do now is come into powers. Alright, weapon power. We're going to have blaster. Press X to fire rockets. This attack can be fired rapidly. And then we've got destroyer. Press X to fire rockets with a small explosive radius. Press triple X to shoot a big rocket that explodes. That sounds very cool. Elemental powers, we know they're freaking fantastic with an Earth Element character. Let's see here. Secret technique. Interestingly enough, it's supposed to be, you would unlock this at 2, unlock that at 4. You get this when you defeat, so on and so forth. But we've already got access to these because we've defeated the Doomlander and we have Bazooker Skylanders in the arsenal, right, to teach the secret technique. So, artillery strike, press Y for a targeted overhead shot. Hold Y to fire shots for a longer period of time. And scorched earth, press or hold Y to scorch the ground in front of you. Alright, let's start here. And we're going to showcase blaster and artillery strike. So, let's back out.
I dig the earth.
Oh, he looks pretty good, doesn't he? I think so. Oh yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts on this little guy. Again, he's super quick here. That will. Oh, 290 is the health, which is fantastic. That is 50 higher than a fire bowslinger. Let me try to scroll up to my Earth. Okay, so an Earth Brawler, just for comparison purposes, 350 health versus 290, so this is minus 60 for the Bazooker. And then the statistics, 10, 4, 7, and 6 versus our 12, 6, 2, and 8. So, again, I'll have all this in spreadsheet form for you on the Skylander Club forums and possibly one of Wiisdom.com. I do wish we had like a boulder type design bazooka that we can unlock at some point, but let's take a look at this. So primary attack. It's kind of slow out of the barrel, and then it's literally a rocket. Oh, it's spammable. Sweet. Okay, so what does it do? It's not bad. I love that looks like a cloud of dust coming up, which works beautifully for an Earth Element Bazooker. So we've got that. If you jump, it'll fire down, sort of like a downward trajectory, which is cool. Tertiary attack.
Take that!
Ooh. Okay, let's come over here and see what we can do.
Feel the power!
It looks like we're shooting more than that. I guess you can hold this. Oh, okay. So that's how you do it.
Take that!
Okay. Not bad. 28 to 42. You can sort of just
How does that
have a heyday with it. Will this pierce an enemy? Oh, it doesn't. Note, I mean, we're doing 18 point blank range, and even from a distance, and it's stopping there. It is not going to the other dummy at all. That is not something I anticipated. But let's come in here and let's change from blaster to destroyer. So fire rockets with a small explosive radius, and then spamming X 3 times shoots a big rocket that explodes into smaller bombs. And then we're going to switch our secret technique to the Scorched Earth, which I'm super excited about. Press or hold Y to scorch the ground in front of you. Alright, so here we go. First thing first, we'll do X. Oh, that does get the... Yeah, this is probably better. Now, is it still spammable is the question. Pretty much. And then the 1, 2, 3 looks really cool. I'm not sure how many little bombs we're getting, but I like it. What was that doing? 13? Yeah, so 13 to 20 on the bombs, which if I could shoot this right between those two guys, pretty cool, I have to say. You can jump and still execute it. The tertiary attack, though, now, this will be our secret technique from having a Bazooker Skylander. Scorched Earth. The blue isn't necessarily an earth tone you wouldn't associate with normally. I kind of like it, though. It's sort of like a lapis. So it's kind of just a flood attack. I'm seeing 3, 5, 7, and 11. And again, you're sort of stationary,
In your face!
but you can spin around quite a bit. So jump, that's what executes. Oh, you don't have to hold Y. Okay, interesting. That is an Earth Elemental attack. They are all fantastic. I've showcased them all before. We'll probably recap them here, but I don't know. I'm kind of... I hate to be non-punny here, but I kind of dig it. That's what I was going to say, and I was like, ha. I see what I did at 2:20 in the morning. Speaking of that, we've been doing this a long time, haven't we? 44 minutes. Fan-freaking-tastic. Well, time flies when you're having fun, and that also includes when you're fully customizing every single aspect of your Imaginator. So what we will come in here and do is probably just showcase the weapon power and the secret technique. We'll showcase them at level 5, and then we will showcase them at level 5 mastered. Along the way, I will document it, of course, all through the progression But let me know what you think of this Sergeant Rock guy. If you think that's a good name, a bad name, if you got a better name, feel free to let me know. But I think he turned out pretty good. And it's sort of like a hodgepodge mismatch of parts, but I think we're going to be okay with it. So we'll see what we think in time. And, of course, we might unlock more parts that we like better. And eventually, once we've documented everything with baseline numbers at level 5, that's when I can come in and we can put really cool gear on him that'll give him better speed, better attack, better luck, all that sort of stuff, better armor perhaps. But that'll come once we've wrapped everything up here. So Bazooker, I know what you're thinking. Fire, air, earth. And like I said, that was kind of my logic here. So let me know if you think we did a good job here. If you would, you're like, man, why didn't I think of that? If you're like, this is the dumbest idea I've ever seen. There's no wonder no one else has done this. It's just so stupid. Personally, I really think it turned out pretty freaking good. And I'm excited to see what all the weapon powers turn out to be for the Bazooker. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Again, I wish I had more creation crystals. I wish they were on sale on clearance prices or something and we'd pick some up. I wish I knew that there was going to be another installment of Skylanders that would make use of Imaginators, I should say, creation crystals, have the same setup, maybe even improved. But currently, I don't know that, and that kind of makes me hesitant to go sink a ton of money I don't really have into more creation crystals. But rest assured, I do have a ton of what I think are good ideas. And let me know what you think of this guy, though. But yeah, I will call it a day here. SkylanderClub.com is a forum. Wiisdom.com is a website. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I will always tweet my videos, number one. And I'll also always tweet before I go live, regardless of whether I am streaming on Mixer, Twitch, or YouTube. So that said, again, Sergeant Rock, you got a better name, let me know. And what do you think of this combo overall? Again, next video, I will either be creating another Imaginator sort of from scratch like this one, or we will simply just come in and most likely showcase weapon powers, secret techniques at level 5 and level 5 mastered. So that's it. This is a long video. My apologies. But I will catch you back here for the next one. And until then, adios.